What's up, people?
Yup, what's happening?
It's your it's chocolate and vanilla, or chocolate and caramel.
Fuck you call it vanilla?
Yeah, that's racist, cuz. Supposed to be episode 16, but
we had a little issue with some of the footage we had last week.
We had to fire our engineer.
Yeah, me.
Yeah. So it is Thursday the 11th.
Yeah.
My birthday's in 6 days.
Man, fuck your birthday. My mom's birthday's in 2 days.
Dimples
is gonna be 64.
Happy birthday. I'm quite sure she didn't want people to know how old she was.
Man, who gives a fuck, man?
We care about mothers here, bro.
We do. But
I don't even know where you come from, cuz.
Give a fuck about the age, man. That's a blessing.
That is true.
Man, we losing niggas like left and right.
If we are losing, they dropping like flies.
They dropping like flies. 64 is a great time to be alive.
It's 30. I'll be 37.
Yeah, you 37, nigga, be 38.
37.
Nigga, what year was you born in?
81.
Yeah, you be 37.
7.
Yeah, fuck.
What are you talking about? 30? Like 37?
Because I'm gonna be 38.
Soon, bro.
Yeah. Well, check this out, y'all. This is the Know Better, Do Better podcast.
Know better, do better.
And this is the first week we don't have shit to talk about.
No, it's not that we don't have shit to talk about. What we're going to discuss now is just things we just talk about, just off the cuff.
Cusp is cuff. It's off the cuff. Anyway.
It's not off the cuff.
And I'll add to that. We have things to talk about, but some of the things we have to talk about, we prefer to have guests on the show to talk about because, you know, who wants to hear me and him go back and forth about some shit? I mean, of course y'all do, but, you know, we like to have some other voices of opinion and perspectives and things like that. Like, I got a couple of ideas with health, a couple of ideas with, what was we going to talk about? With the, you always talk about the Venus versus Mars.
Women versus men.
Women versus men. Yeah, we're setting up something. We're going to have like a round table discussion. We're going to find a select group of folks who are intelligent as well as articulate, and they'll share their feelings on whatever it is we're going to talk about. But like he said, we're going to go off the cuff. I wanted to talk about sitcoms. He want to talk about movies, Netflix.
But this is the thing I wanted to talk to you about. What is your feeling on Kevin Hart?
I mean, he's the hottest comic out right now. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
But is he the most Is he the funniest comedian out right now?
No.
See, I just went and saw, don't tell my kids this, I went and saw a Night School. Right? I went and saw a Night School, and it hit me when I left. It wasn't a great movie. It was a solid movie. Mm-hmm. It was a solid movie. It wasn't the greatest. I didn't laugh like ha 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 ha. I was pretty much like, huh. Okay. Yeah, I was like, huh. And then I started thinking about, and I asked a coworker, shout out to Miss Hamilton. And I asked her, I was like, yo, are you tired of Kevin Hart? Or what do you think about Kevin Hart's movies? Do you think they're great, like overly funny? She was like, no, they're just solid.
Yeah.
But then I started thinking about, like, Chris Rock has never made, he's one of my all-time favorite comics. He has never made a great movie.
No. He's made some cult classics like CB4
and Pootie Tang. But they weren't like great.
He doesn't have that signature movie where, you know, you say Eddie Murphy, you can say The Nutty Professor or Coming to America or
yeah,
you know, like
he has a resume.
48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cop, you know, depending on which era, you know, you come out of.
I don't think that Kevin Hart has that. He's not I don't know. He's versatile enough to do movies, but not great movies.
He's the hardest working guy in comedy. I'll give him that. And that's why he's able to do the movies and put people on his platform as well. But, I mean, you know, he's funny. He's not belly aching funny like you said, but I mean his movies, they alright. They're not, you know, I've never seen like a bad Kevin Hart movie.
First of all, when I think about good and bad, when I think about bad, I think about Uncle Drew. Uncle Drew was a horrible movie.
I didn't see it.
I took my mentor there, or my mentee there. Oh, it was a horrible movie.
When I seen all those athletes in the movie, I was done.
Yeah,
that's how I am when I see a bunch of rappers in a movie. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, there's only a handful of dudes that came from acting or athletics into acting that has been successful, and if you ain't in that handful of people, I'm good. As soon as they said Shaq, I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm not even
Yeah.
Shaq's a horrible actor.
Yeah, it was bad. I fell asleep. It was bad. But yeah, that's what I was really thinking. Like, Kevin Hart is not really that funny. I did watch. You had told me about the Netflix joint. Neil Brennan,
Three Mics. I told you that months ago.
It
was funny,
and it was very introspective,
and it was very serious at times.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a Netflix comedy special and you need more than just the average comic, Neil Brennan, Three Mics on Netflix. It's unbelievable.
Let me give you a little summary of what it is. It's called Three Mics because he does basically 3 different sets. So there's a mic on the left, a mic in the middle, and a mic on the right. And he has one mic where he tells little beginners jokes. They're almost like knock joke quality. But they make you chuckle. And then he has the other mic where it's more of the stand up that you come to be accustomed to, that you kind of hearing out here in the mainstream world of stand up. And then he has another microphone where he does a set where it's pretty daggone serious. Sometimes dark at times.
Yeah.
Talking about his life, his upbringing, and his childhood, which kind of gives you a look behind the scenes or behind the curtain into his mind and how he comes up with some of the comedic angles that he has. But it is very, very good. It's definitely worth taking a look at. It's on Netflix. Neil Brennan, Three Mics. Brandon here is the Netflix king. He's the king of Netflix. I'm the king of Netflix and chill.
No, but one of the things that I realized, I work such a serious job. I can't watch serious movies. So if you look at my Netflix queue, it's full of dumb comedies.
Yes. And I have his password. So when I do log on, he has a bunch of dumb shit on there.
It's dumb. So when it comes to I watch everything happy. So when it comes to happy stuff, Good Cop,
Tony Danza,
and this other guy,
Josh Groban,
that's a great one.
It's almost a throwback to a 80s. It's almost like a throwback to an 80s buddy cop type of show.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a Simon and Simon. You remember Simon and Simon back in the day?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, showing my age. Cagney and Lacey, but on a lighter side.
Yeah, I mean it's a decent show.
It's a good show. What else you watch on Netflix? I haven't been on Netflix a lot lately.
Basically that. I used to watch a lot of crime shows like CSI. I was on that joint all the time.
I used to be a big fan. Shout out to my big homie, my uncle Joe Mader, got me on NCIS.
First of all, the only people I know that watch NCIS is 50 and up.
Joe Mader.
Yeah, NCIS.
He got me on that shit, man.
Yo, think about NCIS. How many Navy people are that stupid to get killed or kill people?
Yeah. Damn, they're right on the base half the day.
That's crazy. That's why and every time I go to my mom's house, she's watching every Saturday. Watch cooking shows and NCIS.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, y'all watch this?
But I like it though.
No.
I like it.
No.
I like it. Anywho, so you watch a lot of crime shows, but on Netflix, what?
No, I used to. I used to watch
I can watch Law and Order all day.
Yeah, I already told you what I feel about Law and Order.
No, tell us how you feel.
Law and Order is the most racist show on TV.
How's it racist?
Every episode is okay. If you listen along, think about this. This show been on 50 years.
It's been on 20, yeah.
If the perp is accused of selling cocaine, what nationality is he?
Well,
no. Answer my question.
No.
And no.
Here's the thing.
You can't answer a question with a question.
I'm not ready to answer the question with a question.
What
I
is
said. I watch Law and Order SVU. I don't watch the regular Law. I never really liked the regular Law and Orders.
Okay, let me ask you the same question.
Okay.
If the perp is accused of selling cocaine, what nationality is the perp? Go ahead and say it.
Black or Spanish?
It's black or Spanish. If it's a violent crime, what is the perp?
I don't know.
Black. If it's a psychological, mentally ill person, what nationality is it?
He's white.
Exactly. Yo, if we've been watching this show for 50
But here's the
years,
thing.
what? Go ahead.
Are they really wrong?
What?
Are they really wrong?
What?
Are they really
Are you
wrong?
serious? Yo,
Look.
Right, yo,
They take real situations and then they tinker and put it in the show.
Real situations.
So a lot of that shit is real.
So you telling me, of all the court cases in the world or in the United States, they gonna find these 20? Man, they got you brainwashed too.
They got me brainwashed.
Bro,
Shut the fuck up.
It's been on TV for 50 years, bro. 50.
Shut up.
And people watch it every
The
Saturday.
only beef I got,
being indoctrinated.
the only beef I got with SVU is
What?
how is Ice-T still getting a check? That is the most non-acting dude.
No,
and he's had a steady check for 19 years.
19. Nah, he ain't been on it for 19.
Yes.
19 years.
After the first season of SVU, he came on the show and he's been there ever since. Olafin Tutuola. He's been on there. So you mean to tell me that he was selling drugs to the girls, getting them high, then raping them?
Yeah.
That's messed up. That's what he do every week. Every week.
No, you know who's my boy though? It wasn't SVU. It was Criminal Intent.
Oh,
my boy Bobby.
You talk? Oh yeah. That was the show with a bunch of nerds, right?
No, it was.
No, I'm thinking Criminal Minds.
Not Gordon. Is it Gordon Eames? His name was Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, you talking about Law and Order Criminal Intent? You talking about that mental nigga?
That's my dude.
Yeah, he was real mental.
That was my guy.
I think he mental in real life because you got to be a little.
He played when he stepped off. When he stepped off, I was like, I'm not watching this no more. And I ain't like, what's his name?
He played a character on the show Daredevil, which is on Netflix. If y'all haven't checked that out, and he was a little thrown on that show.
I mean,
I think Vincent D'Onofrio is.
He played the bug in Men in Black.
Yes, he did.
It's my boy, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nights I went to sleep after watching an episode of Law and Order. Like, man, fuck Dick Wolf, man. Dick Wolf was the producer.
I know.
And every time the bunch of those bad episodes, they just end, and the last thing you see is Dick Wolf. I'm like, man, fuck Dick Wolf, man. Mess up my dreams. I'd watch cartoons after that.
Shut up, man.
That's crazy. But I can't believe you said that though.
Yeah, what the fuck,
bro? You can't I can't, bro.
I like what I like.
50 years on TV, and they still indoctrinating people's minds.
They ain't indoctrinating people's minds. Statistics.
Oh, you can make statistics dance and jump no matter what.
Anyway, back to your happy shows on Netflix.
I mean, that's pretty much all. Hop into a change. I used to watch TV all the time. Now I don't.
Well, I like biographies and documentaries and stuff. I think I might have mentioned on one of the previous episodes the Quincy Jones documentary. It's called Quincy. If you're in the music, especially jazz, things like that, that's something you want to watch. I mean, but if you just want to know about an interesting person, Quincy Jones he's definitely that. He's lived a pretty incredible life. With the music, the women, the success, the battles, the 2 brain aneurysms, and shoot, he just had a diabetic coma like 2 years ago, a couple of them. So I mean, he's a warrior, but that's something you want to look into. What are those kung fu movies you always be looking at on Netflix?
That's BJ.
Oh, it's BJ. Shout out to BJ.
So one of the things I said to you, I'm gonna bring it to the audience.
Oh God.
Like, I watched the Quincy documentary. I was blown away by his talent. But you know what's weird?
What's
How
that?
about people who are extremely gifted? They're usually
Off.
no, they usually don't do well in relationships.
Well,
And I told you in the car, like every height of success, he got a new wife.
right. Well,
That's crazy.
that you can look at that two ways. You can look at it in the way of I say Quincy Jones. Because Quincy Jones was a workaholic. He was somebody that was very driven. You know, he didn't quit a job unless it was finished completely.
Yeah, that's what his dad.
Or you can look at it, as I said previously on other shows, the Steve Harvey way. He feels as though he's upgraded in his status and things of that nature, so he feels like his wife should be upgraded in that status as well. It happens. Some people just want to have the arm piece, the arm candy, to match the success. You look at Steve Harvey's previous wives. They're not the best looking women.
But
No shade.
But Marjorie is the one.
Marjorie's the best looking one so far. Keep it up. If he reaches another plateau of success, there'll probably be another one looking better than Marjorie. I'm telling you.
I feel you. But I just thought that was weird.
But usually with people that are that successful, you know, and I'm throwing a little jab to Steve Harvey because me and Brandon, Steve Harvey got a little bit of history. So anyway, it's usually due to people being very focused, very driven, and very tunnel vision, if you will. So you know they're just very determined to get the job done, and they neglect their family, they neglect their wives, their kids. Even in the show, the Quincy documentary, which was actually produced by his daughter Rashida, he said he neglected his kids for a while, chasing behind the Thrillers and the Color Purples and all that kind of stuff he was doing, and it took him a few years to get that bond back with his kids.
Jeez.
And you got to think at that time his kids were damn near grown, so you know he had a lot of
Making up to do.
a lot of making up to do.
That's crazy, good.
Like he literally took like a couple of years off of just music and stuff so he could bond with his children. So,
But even in the documentary, I was thinking to myself, like, how much is enough success? Well, this is the man who made hits for what's his name, Sinatra. This man who played with Count Basie. I mean, he played with
Cab Calloway.
Like by the time he made Thriller, he was like 50.
Yeah, I don't think it's a success thing with him. I just think he loves what he does, and until he gets it all out of his system, he's going to continue to do it. I don't think with him it's like, oh, I'm not successful enough, I got to keep going. Because I mean, real talk, he could have stopped at the Frank Sinatra shit and been on top of the game.
It wasn't good.
And been immortalized. You know what I mean? It was just like he just wanted. I think he loved music so much he just didn't want it to fall.
I guess that's a gift and a curse, because if you find something that you love so much that you're willing to
Forget everything. Neglect everything. You know, because if you watch the documentary, he talks a lot about he didn't want to be categorized because he went from being a jazz musician to a jazz composer, and at the time, black folks weren't called upon to score movies.
Mm-hmm.
So he just didn't want to be put in the box as a big band composer for black music and black folks. He wanted to do mainstream white movies. So that was like a driving force that got him into doing movie scores. And then he went from movie scores to, well, I just don't want to do movie scores. I want to cross over and compose, like, you know, all types of music.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's jazz, whether it's funk, whether it's R&B. And I think that's what kind of propelled him into the 70s and the sound. And, you know, he started doing music for TV shows and things like that. One of the best songs, Sanford and Son theme.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah, it's on, I think it's called Sweetwater Jack, that album. Check it out. So like, you know, which kind of went into The Wiz, and that's how he ran it. And that's how he ran into Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was looking for a producer, and Quincy was like, you know what? Let me try. And the rest is history. So, but
So I don't like moving forward. I don't really like. Okay, we're coming up on Halloween, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody. Today, I was asked to go to Frightland.
Oh Lord.
Now, those people listening to my voice, you don't know I live in Middletown, and I've always lived in Middletown for the most part, and I've never went to Frightland before.
I've been there once.
Really?
Yeah.
Girl took you there?
Don't worry about all that.
Jeez. We do anything for girls, man.
We'll
do anything for girls.
We used to do anything for girls.
Yeah, that too.
We used to.
I'm going there with some work friends.
Mm-hmm.
Going there with some work friends.
Is that what they calling it now?
It was brought up today in my office that, hey, we should go to Frightland.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, I'm like, this is not my thing. But I feel like I need to experience it just to say, man, I don't want to do that.
No, well, I was just about to say I went once. I'll never go again, and it's not because I didn't like it. It's just not my thing.
Like, I don't watch scary movies at all.
I don't watch scary movies at all.
I never understood why people like to be afraid.
Like, I'm pissed. Like, if I'm watching a movie and it turns into a scary movie without me knowing, I am fucking pissed. Like, who set me up for this shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, really? I hate scary movies.
Yeah, I don't like being afraid. Like,
I mean, I'm older now and I can watch a little bit of shit, but I just, like you said, who wants to be afraid? Who wants to be scared?
Well, that's not cool. My kids know not to scare me.
Ah!
Like, they better not jump out.
Ah!
Nah, I get mad. So I'm right there with you. But Halloween is coming. What's your favorite Halloween moment?
Candy?
That's it.
I don't even eat
Remember?
candy like that. Huh?
I don't know. I don't really have a I heard one comment say that Halloween is just a holiday so women can dress like sluts.
Oh man! Oh, I have a holiday memory, Halloween memory.
What?
Remember, it was a Halloween dance. I don't know if they called it the Halloween dance. It was around Halloween time. We was walking from your crib to the middle school.
That wasn't in the first day of basketball season.
No.
What, NBA basketball season?
No.
That's when we got chased by the pit bull?
Yeah, that was when we got chased.
Yeah. It was the first day. Michael Jordan was coming back to the league, so it had to be.
And Tracy Pierce. Was it Tracy Pierce?
I think it's Donald Pierce.
No, it wasn't Donald Pierce. Tracy Pierce.
What, his pit bull?
His pit bull.
His white pit bull.
The white pit bull came out and chased us.
Well.
And I jumped the fence, right?
No, you jumped on the car.
I jumped on the car.
You jumped on the car. I just took off. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you took off. I'm like, why? The dog's gonna catch you.
We ended up going to that dance. I remember that.
No, man. we jumped the fence too.
Did we?
Yeah, because that gate over there by your Aunt Belle's was locked. For some odd reason,
it was locked.
It was locked. We had to jump the fence, and I ripped my pants. Remember?
Yep.
And
we ended up going to the dance. Though.
And I danced anyway with my ripped pants. I didn't give a fuck.
I bet you did. Wanted a girl to reach up there.
Maybe not.
Fusty, as they used to say. Yo, but I don't know. But if Halloween is right around the corner, you damn sure Thanksgiving is on his ass.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to think we 2 weeks from Halloween.
So we 6 weeks.
About 6 weeks from Thanksgiving.
Ooh, but let me ask y'all a question. Your Thanksgiving gonna be a lot different this year, bro.
Who?
Yours.
No, it ain't.
What you mean?
What you mean?
You can't eat like you did before.
So? I can eat. I just can't eat like I can't have 3 helpings of every goddamn thing.
All right.
My to-go plate is just gonna be massive. That's all.
Uh-huh.
It ain't gonna be that massive because I'm gonna get tired of eating that shit every day.
Yeah, that too. But anyway, so Halloween. I remember one of my fondest memories, like playing Part 1 of football. And we was like 14, 15. And we were those kids who after football practice, we went trick-or-treating. Those kids I feel like punching in the face now, but I was that kid. Sweaty from football practice.
Stinking.
Just putting it.
Hey, I'm a football player. Trick-or-treat.
But just putting it in my junk. Just putting the candy in my helmet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't believe you. Who? I got an idea. Maybe we should do our Thanksgiving episode with all the family.
I ain't gonna be here.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm going to Myrtle Beach.
Oh shit. Dare I ask?
No, I'm going to a family event.
No.
I got family in South Carolina,
Yeah.
and we always get together and go to, or they always get together and go to Myrtle Beach. So myself and my kids are going to driving down, making a long trek to Myrtle Beach.
Man, what's that about? 10 hours?
Don't say that.
12 hours? You ain't looked that up yet? I mean, it takes about.
I thought it was 8.
It might be 8. I don't know.
I'm gonna look this joint up.
Yeah, look it up. Anyway, so as he looks up his itinerary for Myrtle Beach.
Yo, but we talking about Halloween, we talking about Thanksgiving, we talking about Christmas. 2019 is over.
Yeah, I already got my Christmas list started.
Did you?
Yeah. Man, kids ain't cheap. Shit.
My kids are dope though. My kids really don't care. My kids don't really care.
Mine don't, but I like to be prepared.
Yeah.
Because, there's always a loop-de-loo. Like, my daughter, she'll tell me, my oldest daughter, she'll be like, oh, well, I just want this and I just want that. And then, deep down, she really wants something else, but she won't say it to me. She'll say it to her mother, but won't say it to me. So I got to hear through the grapevine after the fact that she wants this, that, and the other. Which ain't too bad. Her birthday's like 10 days after Christmas. So,
that sucks.
Whatever I miss on Christmas, I just pick up the slack on the birthday. So that kind of helps.
It's 9 hours, bro.
I told you it was 10 hours, 9 hours. Told you.
Damn, if I go the wrong way, that's 10 hours.
See?
It's 8 hours and 41 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You add in bathroom time and
Food and shit.
Jeez.
10 hours.
I'm going to get some cookout.
I haven't had a cookout in years.
I had a cookout like 2 years ago.
Man, I haven't had a cookout since I was down there with Kyle.
Oh, for those people who don't really know what cookout is, it's a fast food restaurant down in the South.
Man, ain't it a takeout joint?
Yeah.
They serve everything, don't they?
Yeah, they got tacos, they got cheeseburgers, hamburgers, chicken fingers. And the draw is they give you so much for something so small.
Mm-hmm.
No, flip that, reverse it.
Mm-hmm.
They charge you something so small for something else. They give you a lot of food.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can get a cheeseburger, fries, chicken nuggets, a milkshake, all for $5. So I look forward. So when we go down there, I always tell my kids, man, we gonna eat everything that's not in Delaware.
I like Bojangles.
That's sweet too.
I don't really mess with the sweet tea. I like the rice. They got the little dirty rice. Hey man, you were supposed to get the recipe for that dirty rice too.
That's coming. Hopefully I get it.
Especially when you go down there, you got to come back with that dirty rice recipe.
Yeah. So ultimately, what else is going on with you, man?
Let's see. Like I said, my mom's birthday's coming up a couple of days. I'll order a couple bottles of wine. That should be shipped to her right there, then and there on her birthday. She likes sweet wine. She likes Rieslings.
Let's talk about this.
Rosé and stuff like that. What's up?
Oh man.
What?
Do you like wine?
I can tolerate it.
I had the best time of my life when I went to
The winery. The vineyard.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like
the place I had was in New Jersey, and I just love the sweet wine. Then they had like the coal-fired pizza. Oh,
I was just about to say I'm a fan of white sweet wine, and I like the same thing my mom likes, like white sweet wine, like Rieslings. What is that too sweet for you?
I don't like Rieslings.
You don't like Riesling? You like Moscatos and stuff like that. Rosés.
That's what I like.
I'm trying to develop my palate and start messing with that red wine, that dry stuff. But I can't do it. Like every time I give it a shot, I'm like, can't do it. Won't do it.
It's not in you.
It's not in me. But let me see what else is going on. Nothing else. Nothing I can really think of. Just trying to round up some guests to come on the show. Trying to round up some sponsors to help us out.
Yeah.
Other than that, nothing else I can really think of. Nothing else I'm willing to talk about.
I got an idea for our next show. We're going to talk about the state of education.
See, he always says the next topic we talk about, then we never talk about it.
No, we're going to talk about the topic of education. I've been working in the school for the better part of 2.5 years, and I think people really need to know what education is and what it's not.
Are we gonna have a guest?
I don't know.
I mean, you working?
Oh, that would be dope. We might have to have a guest. Matter of fact, we're going to have a guest.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull one of my teacher friends so they can tell you exactly what's going on.
They can join us on the ugly couch.
They can join us on the ugly couch. And we're just going to discuss what goes into educating your kids. Because I don't think a lot of people know. Because I'm even just learning. Like, teachers are asked to do a lot.
They are.
I don't think people understand. Like, when you think of the job as a teacher, you just think, hey, you just have these plans and you just teach kids how to read and write.
They're essentially the parent when you send your child off. They're basically the parent while you're at work or at home. So not only are they trying to teach your children something, teach them something, help them retain it. They're also trying to discipline them. They're also trying to, remand them, whatever.
Yeah.
Like
teaching them about life and everything.
Yeah.
But I think that a lot of things goes in, like, we've seen the population of Middletown explode. And a lot of people are moving to the area because of the school district and the test scores. When ultimately, I think that's a crock of poop. I just feel like it's overrated stat, and it's costing people thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars just to move into a good school. And ultimately, it may not be necessary. So we'll talk more about that next week.
Okay. All right.
That just hit me. That just came up. Like, man.
Why did you come up with this shit when I asked you what we were going to talk about?
Just talking just came up. So ultimately, we'll get to that point.
All right. Well, that's cool. Is our guest going to be a male?
Probably not, because it's a female. Whoa, man, I might bring a host of people on.
Oh, shit.
A host.
Plural.
Of people on. Just educators.
Okay.
Letting you know this is what's going on. I might even bring my sister through.
Sherry?
Yeah.
Shout out to Sherry.
Yes, we might even bring my sister through this place.
Well, the ugly couch ain't big enough for all of them.
Yeah, too. So we might have to
take it in the other room.
Yeah, take it into the conference room. And really knock it out. So
that's cool. So, all right. Well, in the midst of us not having anything to talk about today, we found out what we're gonna talk about next week. What's going on with you?
Oh man,
how's your love life? Let's just get right to it.
It's moving. It's moving. We talked about it before. Like, relationships or situationships look a lot different now that I'm 37 than it did when I was 27.
Yeah.
My needs changed, my expectations changed, then my schedule changed. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about your needs and expectations. Because we talked about it a little bit right before we started the air.
After my divorce, I reached out to a lot of men that I really admire. One of them being my Uncle Dobie. And Uncle Dobe said something that I continue to think about, and he's like, "Look, he was divorced too, got a young child, and he had 2 children. One of them being a grown woman, but the other one being a young child. Anyways, we got kids the same age, and he's like 60.
Dig it.
But he was like, "Look, man, I got a lot of things going on. I have friends that come over. We may spend the weekend together. They go home. I go about my way, and I might not see him for 3 weeks." And at the time, I was like, "Man, you're crazy. That's crazy." But the more and more I think about that, the more and more I'm like,
it's more and more right up your alley.
yeah, it's like balance. Like, I don't know. It's just been weird. Like, the priority of being in a relationship is not one anymore.
Right. And I think that's where a lot of relationships I'm gonna say fail, but they struggle because you try to find the time to fit relationship into your busy schedule, and it's tough.
And maybe it's not supposed to fit.
And maybe it's not supposed to fit. Maybe you're supposed to see that person every other week, or I mean, and don't get me wrong. It's not, you know, you definitely gonna keep the lines of communication open to things like that. But maybe you're just meant to be that couple that sees each other once a week or once every other week, and it just fits into your schedule and the busy things that you have to do. And you know, sometimes you're just a tad antisocial, like myself.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes, you know, a little bit of attention sometimes isn't always wanted. You know, like sometimes, like I always say, less is more. Most of the time for me. So
yeah. So
I don't have to have you in my face. I don't have to have you calling me constantly. Things like that. I almost feel like when you get in those type of situations, I almost feel like a child, and her mom is out doing something, and she left you home by yourself, and she's calling you like every 10 minutes to check on you.
yeah.
Oh, that's how I always feel when I'm in those type of situations. But anyway, but I feel you. Sometimes, you know, it ain't necessarily about spending all that time together, just finding a comfort level.
And it's almost like I search out quality time rather just time.
Right.
Just
Right. I'd rather not just be wasting time.
yeah.
Like, let's make the most of it.
Just to be around each other, just to say, hey, we're together.
Yeah, we hung out. You know.
And then the more things I think about, the more things I realize I just don't really care about. Like I'm never gonna be Facebook official.
Mm-mm.
No, I think that things are better if they're kept between you and that person.
I've had that conversation with you too.
Yeah, so it's a dope situation like that. When it gets to that point, to have someone and just be like, we don't have to do Facebook. I don't want to be.
I feel like the kids do the Facebook stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why the kids are the main ones out there.
And people see y'all together, yo.
And when I say kids, I don't mean kids. I mean, there's some 40-year-old kids out there.
Yeah, that too.
You know, I'm just saying, like,
And just be like, I'm the type of person, like, I like when people to find out. I don't want to tell anybody anything.
right.
Some people may see you out like, oh, who's this? You know, this is my girlfriend. What? I didn't know you were dating. You weren't supposed to.
Dig it.
You know what I mean? Like, I think we're in a world of information and we just share too much of it.
Yeah. Some things aren't for everybody to know. And I feel like sometimes, especially when you're trying to build a bond with somebody,
Yeah.
I feel like if you put that out there and the wrong energy gets to it, the energy tries to chip away at the bond that you're trying to build.
Yeah.
You know, like I always just say, you know, that's a space for the devil to play in.
Yeah.
You know, you put stuff out on Facebook, and then let's call it what it is. There's a lot of haters out there on social media. So if they see something, they see you happy, or they see your significant other happy, you know, they're gonna try to take jabs. They're gonna try to chip away at your happiness, and they may succeed depending on the situation at hand. And I mean,
Like, just with social media, like, I don't understand why people project things. Like, if you secure in yourself, I don't need to project anything.
right.
Like, most people that has 1,000 or more Facebook friends, those people aren't your closest friends. So
No.
I don't think that everybody on my Facebook needs to know.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, you know, with the Facebook thing, it's just, I feel like I always say it, less is more. If you know me, you know me. That's pretty much what it boils down to. If you know me and you're one of my closer friends, then you already know what's going on. And just that in itself should just kill all the rest of the stuff. You don't need to, as Brandon would say, project or be on social media and put your business out there. It just hurts you in the long run, I believe. In my opinion, it just hurts you. Because you put your business out there and people just they'll take your business, they'll twist it, they'll distort it, and then, you know, it'll cause strife within your bond. This fool then stepped away. I guess he had an important phone call he had to take. So anyway, with that being said, you get to talk to me for a little while. And I like the way he kind of slipped out of here too, because I still have some more questions I wanted to ask him. But yeah, not just whatever. I'm interested, but I'm not interested in the degree of like I'm being obsessed. Like some people are just obsessed with social media. Every little thing they put on, every meal they eat. I mean, don't get me wrong, I post my meals too, but every meal they eat, every conversation they have, it's got to be posted, and it doesn't have to be like that. And then and those are the same folks that also post the I always call it the subliminal messages. They never call you out. They never they never really give a name. Like just keep all that to yourself. Like if it bothers you that much, call that person and talk to that person. But don't put it out. Don't put it out on social media, and then it'll be a subliminal, and then you have people trying to figure out what you're talking about, because then you'll turn around and be like, "Get out of my business," but you're the one posting these type of messages. So, that being said, he stepped off again, y'all.
Yeah, but it's just weird. Like, why do people want to know everyone? Why do people want other people to know everything?
I don't know.
And especially something as sacred as a relationship.
I don't know. I was just saying when you stepped off real quick, I was just saying those are the folks, the people that post everything are the same folks that'll post, I don't know why everybody's in my business. You know what I mean? Now, Don't get me wrong. I'm not really the one that posts in the comments or give my 2 cents on whatever it is you're posting. I'm going to read it because you posted it, of course. But I'm not the person that's going to comment and give my opinion. Although I have a right to an opinion if I feel like, if you posted it, then I have a right to an opinion. But I mean, I feel like you can't say stay out of your business when you're posting this stuff on the regular. Like you're posting it for somebody to see. You're not posting it for nobody to look at and nobody to comment. But the minute somebody says something that I guess doesn't go your way, or or the way you like it to go, now it's all of a sudden stay out of my business.
But I think that social media is a great platform, and I wish it was taken the right way, because ultimately it could be a great platform to speak about some really serious issues. But I don't think people really want to talk about serious issues. It's pretty much a dump.
I mean, if you listen to our Gift and a Curse episode, that sums up social media.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just that. Like, I just want to keep things to myself and bottled up.
Okay. So you like to keep your business to yourself?
Yeah, I was always like that. Like, if you find out, you ask me, I'll tell you, but I ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like no, or this one I'm working on right, like no.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel you. So, that's cool. Sounds like fun.
So,
let me see. I'm trying to think anything I can add to that. Nope. Nothing going on with me in my love life.
Yeah, so we just 2 single guys.
2 wild and crazy guys. You can hit Brandon up. He's on Tinder.
Nah. We already talked about that. I already went that route.
You said you didn't like Tinder, didn't you?
Nah, it's just weird.
Okay.
Just weird.
Weird?
Yeah, just weird altogether.
Okay. All right. I'm just fishing. I'm just waiting for you to slip up. Say something. Doesn't look like he's slipping up, y'all. But so we're gonna get on out of here.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening, as always. If you have any ideas for things for us to talk about, shout out to B. I got your message. We're probably gonna talk about the I need the hookup topic soon. And Casey, we're not talking about barbershops. That's so cliche, especially because I'm a barber. What else? We're talking about education next week, right?
Education next week.
And
We're gonna bring on some real life teachers,
Real live teachers,
so they
not
can-
the fake ones.
so they can tell you exactly what's going on.
So if you have kids, you don't know what's going on, or you like to know more, hit us up with some questions so we can feed them to our guests, and they can better inform us of what's going on, how to have your kids prepared, and how to keep them ready at all times. And you can reach us at No Better Do Better Mail at Gmail. No Better Do Better Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. No Podcast Crew on Twitter. And you can reach us on Podbean. And it's Podbean. What's that? NoBetterDoBetter.podbean.com. And for your listening pleasures, you can listen to us on Spotify, which is my favorite. YouTube, on iTunes, and Google Play. But I don't think we get too many listeners on Google Play. Shout out to all the folks in Sweden. We're getting a lot of numbers in Sweden.
No better do better.
No Better Do Better.
We're international, baby.
And the UK and Sweden are really kicking up on the No Better Do Better. I don't know if that has something to do with Spotify being in Sweden, but thanks anyway. We'll take them. All stats are good stats. And like I said, if you have any topics you want us to talk about, just holler at us. If you know us personally, just hit us up. With that being said, we are out. No Better Do Better.
Peace.